Sometimes you just have to avoid some cards on a release date. Modern Horizons 2 has lots of great cards, but not all those cards are created equal. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel, you're somehow finding me out there in the Shop Smart Shop S-Mart world of YouTube, thanks a lot for deciding to check out my content today. Really hope you guys enjoy it. We're taking a look today at Modern Horizons 2 and just some of the pitfalls that can happen and some stuff to avoid when these kind of cards hit the market. Let's face it, there's amazing cards out there from Modern Horizons 2. Many of them are beautiful artwork. They have FOMO going for them and people want to get their hands on them right now to play test and try things out. That is the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. I fall prey to it too, but that's why I'm doing a video to remind you not to do it. Let's take a look right away. On, I guess around June 4th, boxes were worth around $600 of estimated value inside of a box. Now we have June 14th, 15th, somewhere around here, and we are looking, guys, at about 400 bucks. 400 bucks. 600, 400. So it lost 1/3 of its value in 8 days. Because there is so much of this product being open, it is a race to the bottom, and don't you forget it. People will be keeping key cards. Land cards in any set, in any good land cycle, will always be kept by stores and people. We talked about the fetch lands yesterday. I do not recommend trading any into any store. Lots of people will, but don't do it. Hold on to them. Wait for the prices to rebound. On eBay, there's still very low prices for some fetch lands. If you need them, grab them now while you can, because it's not going to last. There are piranhas at the bottom of that barrel of ocean of fetch lands waiting to gobble them up. Okay? Now, when you look at creature cards, cards like Grief, the Void Walker, they're already losing value. They're already going down. Cards like the Squirrel General and stuff, they're all falling, guys. Creature cards tend not to hold value. That is not a card. A creature card is not a card you want to go chasing at pre-release pricing or somewhere before actual release dates. Let things come out. Let things hit the board, hit the tables, and see where things fall. Wait for things to settle down. 30 to 60 days, all the way up to 90 days in some cases is what I recommend. If you open one of them and you need it, you keep it. If it's a really high trading value and something you think will go down, trade it in. Write it down on a spreadsheet. You can put it on paper too, but I usually like to use spreadsheets. And I will look for that card 3 months from now and buy it back, hopefully at a lower price. And generally speaking, that's kind of what happens. Not always. I've made mistakes, trust me. This is an entertainment channel, guys. MTG Moxman here. Entertainment. I'm giving you my point of view, my opinion on things, but I'm in no way a financial advisor or a card market guy. I'm just telling you what I do. Those are the things I look for. I also look to see enchantments. Enchantments can be very powerful, but they tend not to hold value. Sorceries and instants, on the other hand, really can hold value long term because they're used in multiple formats, right? They can be used all the way into Commander. When things rotate out, if it doesn't find a home in Commander, it usually just crashes. When you think of a crashing card, take a look at the Arc-like Phoenix. Look at our beautiful Arc-like Phoenix. Me and my buddy, he was building a deck using the Arc-like, and it was like 60 bucks he paid. He paid near the top of that grill for that card. Right now, you can find them on eBay for $9 or less. So think about how much value is lost. If you bought a playset of 4 for 240 bucks and it's worth less than 36. Yes, you still got the play value, don't get me wrong. But when you're trying to avoid pitfalls of buying pre-release cards or buying shortly after release, this is what happens. You can get slammed on prices of cards. You really can. Patience can be a key that can open many doors for you if you're willing to do it and wait it out. Okay? When you look at some of these cool planeswalkers, let's take a look here. How about there we go. Grist, the Hunger Tide, 3 casting cost. Planeswalker comes in with 3. Creates little insects and stuff. Not the worst planeswalker I've seen. It's actually a fairly decent card. Lots of multiple effects. You're going to see him in Commander for sure. But here's my issue. When I look at that card, do I see him being a Jace the Mind Sculptor game-ending card? No. So if I'm judging him against Jace, Karn Liberated, or Ugin, which are like the top tier kind of guys who end games, or used to at least, I mean, generally speaking, then no, he doesn't match up with those. He's definitely no Red and 6. So I kind of go, he's going to be a mid-tier Planeswalker. Most Planeswalkers don't hold value. Do not get caught up in that cool artwork. Read the text. Understand what that card does. Judge it for its merits and values that you find in it. If you can find that somebody's broken a card or found a way to twist a card around, then it's probably going to hold value. Now, certain cards, though, if they have too much broken, they get the banhammer. When my banhammer comes out, that's when you know a card is too powerful. Wizards has made a mistake, R&D messed up, and now that card's going to nowhere town. I'm just saying. And that really could happen, by the way, with good old Urza. Urza right here is a beautiful, beautiful saga. You can tap for mana, get some creatures. It's a good card. But I remember I panned this card. I said it was going to be a $5 rare. I'm going to take that back. I have looked up this card. I've looked up combinations with this card already. It is not going to be a $5 card. It is going to be sought after, and it probably will hold value. So, at pre-release pricing, though, $50-$60, is it worth it? I still don't think so. I think you got to bring this card down a little bit. I think after enough gets opened, and as a rare, it's going to sink a little bit in value. But $30, $35, $40, maybe. Maybe. I'm going to take it back saying it was a $5 card. And thank you to those people out there who challenged me on that, because you're right and I was wrong. That happens. And when you see Urza's as a card, guys, you have to understand this card could go still flat, but chances are with enough people finding ways to break this card, you're going to see it in Commander, you're going to see it in Modern. It's going to find lots of homes, maybe even at a kitchen table near you, like with my buddies. Who knows what we're going to do with this card soon? With all the old school cards and all the cards we can mix together, this card is going to have some fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with it. So, when you're looking at some of these cards, remember, there are cards to avoid just because they're going to fall in value. There will be so many cards opened in the next 6 months. But after 6 months, you're going to see a change. People can't afford to keep opening up a product like Modern Horizons 2. It's a very expensive product. Wallets only go so deep. Stores can only churn over so much to make profit. When that happens, things will really uptick on some of the other cards again. That's why I said somewhere around the 90 days you start, prices will start switching around. You might be able to get your last chance for deals, get them at their lowest before they slowly increase by a couple of cents here, a couple of cents there. That's when it tends to happen. And people forget that. They get caught in the beginning with the FOMO, and you get caught by some of the YouTuber guys who say buy at a certain point. There is no guaranteed certain point. It's like a stock. You can buy in the low, the high, the medium, but you're constantly buying. So you're trying to average out your cost to your best benefit you guys can do. That's what I tend to do. I'm going to make some hits. I'm going to make some misses. I'm hoping the average works out in my favor by the close attention I'm paying when I'm buying my cards. I can't wait because some of these cards are so awesome. I've already written a list of cards I want right now. It's very hard to have the patience to wait. I may even trade in some cards, which is not always a smart deal either, but I got to have that monkey and I didn't get one yet. So hopefully I get one in the collector box. I'm looking forward to it. Now, my last piece of advice about Modern Horizons 2, the one thing I have an inkling feeling on is going to be this. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. Hold on to this card. Hold on to Yavimaya. I wouldn't trade them in. It can be used in too many places. I can see it being used in Commander and a lot of other formats. It's like a bonus card of land that you can use all over the place. Too many things can happen with it. So it's a very good card. I would keep a close eye on this one, guys. I don't see him reprinting it right away unless it's going to be like a bonus card in the next Modern Horizons set. So if you get that bad boy, I would definitely, I'm just saying, I see it going places, okay? It's my last little nugget of advice for you. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Please leave those messages, comments below, smash the subscribe, and of course, give us a thumbs up. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And of course, on the live stream on Sundays, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. Have a great one. Hey guys, big shout out to all my patrons out there. Come on, Steph, Brody, Daniel, MJM, Nathan, Timmy, Greg, John R, John G, John C, Kevin, Abadeo, A, Andy, what's up, Andy W, Andy G, and all the Kyles. There's like 5 Kyles. I have a goal. It sits on top of my head. Yeah, this was very hard to balance here. That's why I'm not smiling too much. All right, we'll go for the 10K. We're going to get there as I balance on top of my head.